This video is for my girlies who want to be her, that girl, and quantum leap their progress to her faster. Is that you? If so, keep on watching. Now I hear you in the comments, the intros are long, so I'm going to say this right up front. If you are looking for any type of weight loss surgery progress video, just like this one, what does weight loss surgery look like in the wild post-op almost 5 years later, then I hope you will consider subscribing to BariTale Coaching, this channel. I'm bringing you all of the bariatric news. I am bringing you Disney content, mamahood, holidays, magic, you name it, we're doing it. But primarily we're doing weight loss surgery with a sparkle of magic. So full disclosure, I am making this video as I am in the process of making progress toward becoming that girl I want to be. If you're new here, hey, I'm Chelsea. I am your friendly bariatric surgery support coach and VSG patient. I've had surgery, and prior to my weight loss surgery, I would have never pursued being that girl. She would have been 100% unattainable simply because of the size of my body. So I want to let you know in advance that this is going on in real time. I'm not speaking to you as an expert on the becoming process. I just want to share with you what I'm doing in case you are also trying to get ready for your best summer self. And I say summer self because I love the season and because for me, it's the season of outside. But I do not say summer self in terms of what your body looks like. Every body is a beach body simply because you go to the beach with a body, okay? Feel free to watch that back. You are a beach body. You bring your body to the beach. For me, who is a self-described red witch, if you don't know what that is, it's okay. If you know, you know. And who believes in the power of moon water, this is where my woo-woo side meets the work. After weight loss surgery, I started really envisioning, intentionally playing with the idea of who my future self would be. Honestly, I think this started when I was a little girl and I would build for hours made up worlds that my dolls, my Barbies could play inside. This then evolved into the books that I would read and making up worlds inside my own writing. I've always loved this creation process, and now I have learned how to apply it to my own life. At the time, this was all play and fun. I didn't know there was a term for this. It's called scripting, by the way, if that's new for you. But I didn't know that I was basically drafting or scripting my own dreams. I was building into the worlds of my dolls, my princesses, my Barbies, my writing, what I wanted my life to look like. And now I'm working on manifesting that. And the whole point of today's video is that I want to share how with you so that you can do this too. You are the creator of your own life. My first step, and one that I would consider the most fun for those of you who like to daydream, this is something that I do with my individual and group clients. I do this in Mindset Mastery, which is my digital course to try to prepare you for success with weight loss surgery forever. This is called the 5-year you. We do this through my programming and coaching as a meditative vision, but you can choose to do this however you prefer, or you can choose not to do this at all. It's entirely up to you because it's your life. The purpose of this meditation time is to figure out the who. Who is she, who are you, 5 years from now? When you vision cast out, the furthest point, which I like to do as 10 years, then 5 years, then 3 years, and then annually. However, I start my clients with 5 years. What do you see? Who is she? What does she do for work? What does she look like? What does she have for breakfast? I want you to see this in your mind like a movie. And in coaching, I walk my clients exactly through the questions. Same thing in my digital course, though it's tweaked a little bit because I don't have one-on-one personalized information for my students like I do when I coach. But the whole purpose of this is to be granular. I like to set the mood for myself. I light a candle, I put on a specific playlist, I do some breath work, and then I close my eyes and I'm rested but active. I'm peaceful but not sleepy. And I sit for 10 to 30 minutes and just think about who I want to be. And this is really fun, exciting, and inspiring for me. Now, if the idea of doing this a decade or 5 years, 3 years into the future scares you a little bit, or you think that's overwhelming, Chelsea, I can't project out that far, do a year, do the rest of this year if that's where you need to start. And then maybe in December, you could do this same exercise, but for 2025. And every year you can tackle on. The goal is not for this to be overwhelming. It should be fun. After I get through with the thinking, calm, vision part, I write everything down. So I have my list right here that I amend every once in a while on a new page. And I did make a pretty Canva graphic for you here too. I like to break mine up by color code because I'm a fairly linear thinker. So I have in my professional world that I am working for myself 5 years in the future full time. That means for you here on YouTube, that means as a one-on-one and group coach, hosting workshops, promoting my digital course as an affiliate, that I get to do this work full time. And that's truly what lights me up. Because 5-year me works for myself, I have a flexible schedule, which means that she gets to do hot yoga at least 3 times a week. I really love the idea of having this perfect morning routine that I incorporate aspects now. We're getting to that. However, I know exactly what I want this to look like. I know how I want to feel throughout my day. I know the types of foods that I want to be cooking for my family. I know what she wants to wear and what her future office space looks like. I have this all vision casted out. And once you know this, one, you should feel a certain way inside your body. It should be energy giving and vibrant inside your body. And if it's not, I want you to sit with why. What is blocking your ability to feel joy at this ideal life? If you couldn't fail, what would you do? And if, when you answer that, the emotions are negative, there's a reason. So that could be fear. It could be a sense of failure, shame, embarrassment, guilt. I want you to get to the root of that. Because for me, therapy kind of unlocked that for me. And I'm not saying you need it, but I know it helps. So once you know all of these key details, once you have this movie reel for your future, here is the key, my friends, okay? Here's what's gonna unlock this for you. You have to start embodying aspects of her right now, today. Are you everything she is yet? No, nor should you be, because she's future you. But the thing is, she's not just going to arrive in your life one day. That you have been living as yourself for this many years, and then all of a sudden, future you shows up in a perfect form. You have to create her. You already are her. We have to create the pieces of her that don't yet exist. Isn't this exciting that you are totally in control of the future that you want to have? Please don't unfollow because of this metaphor and this fantastic pen, okay? You are the author of your own story. Yes, it's a pen. We write our own story. Girly pop, it's just you. It's always going to be just you. Cue Taylor Swift, you're on your own, kid, and you always have been. I don't mean that in a negative way. I mean that in a way that is supposed to be the most empowering, emboldening experience and advice you've heard today, this year in your life. You are in control of your destiny. Before surgery, I gave away all that power. I didn't know. I placed so much responsibility on the external aspects of my body, my size, my weight, that I gave all the power to. I could never have a future, never mind a no-fail ideal future vision for myself in the body I was in. And when I would even be asked, how much weight did I want to lose? What size did I want to be? I didn't know. I couldn't see the me I am now. And this video is coming to you because it's almost 5 years after my surgery. So I am now the product of my first vision cast. Saying that out loud gives me goosebumps and makes me want to cry because I just want to tell old Chelsea, well, younger Chelsea, I suppose, but pre-surgery Chelsea, that it's okay, that I'm so sorry I was so mean to her, and that I blamed her for everything wrong in my life, even when it had nothing to do with my body. That she was the source of all of my failure, my shame, my guilt, the culprit of everything I was looking for a scapegoat for. I blamed her. And that's not fair. I would never treat another person like that. And I would never tolerate that treatment from anyone else. But for some reason, I allowed myself, almost encouraged myself to be so cruel as a punishment for not being able to succeed in that area of my life. So, sorry, I didn't mean to get so deep and heavy there, but I just wish I could tell her that. And I have some inner healing to do, obviously, where I get to speak to not just my inner child, but my fat Chelsea. And I think she'll always live in me because she got me to where I am now. But boy, am I sorry. And I'll never treat myself like that again. So you have your amazing vision. You have the list. So the question on the table is, what aspects of her can you bring into your life right now before she is complete? Because this is about consistent change over time, or consistent habits or habit stacking over time. Small, incremental, 1% daily better changes that you can make. Let me give you an example. We're going to take a tour of my closet. So let's go on a little field trip. Welcome to my closet. I did not stage any of this, so it's not going to be the tidiest it's ever been, but this is now a room that brings me so much joy. I was actually just going through dresses recently and pulled out ones that I either need to shoot content for, which is the one in the middle that you can't see right now from Halara, or ones that I'm excited to wear again. And this one from Stitch Fix just makes me so happy. Not only is this dress gorgeous, and it's from Farm Rio, which is a brand I see more and more becoming like in stores, including even TJ Maxx, because it's a very expensive brand because they source everything sustainably. So I love this dress. I think it's a gorgeous print. It's super fun for Cape Cod in the summer, and I wore it on Nantucket last year, so I have really good memories in it. You can see my Ivy City Co. tulle dress poking out over there. The amount of maxi dresses that I have to wear this summer gets me so excited. And then I never actually know what to do with my sweater section. I like to leave them here because I like to see what I have so that I don't over purchase. And I probably could go through now that it's the warmer months and determine which ones I wore a lot. And you guys will know because you will have seen them in videos, and which ones I didn't. Same thing. This is more summery up until my blazers. These are like crop tops. You can see that like hint of hot orange that I'm excited to bring to Hawaii out here. And then my skirts and pants, which I probably can also do a little digging through. So you've inspired me to do some weeding in my closet, but this place now is not a place of few, or even, I feel like prior to weight loss surgery, I had way too many clothes that I simply kept even though I wasn't happy in them. So, and my FabFitFun box is there. You'll see a clip for that later in this video. I'm so excited to use everything in there because it just gets me in mind to be my best summer self. So thanks for coming on this little field trip with me. If you have any closet questions, sorry about the lighting, we're using natural light here, please let me know. Fashion has always brought me joy. I've always, since I was a preteen, loved looking through fashion magazines, cutting things out. I love making vision boards. I love Pinterest. And now I feel like I actually get to be selective about the clothing that I wear. And I know I've mentioned that here before, but I think that's one of the external rewards that I've really created for myself, is that I won't settle for something that doesn't fit me well, that the cut doesn't work, and I don't blame my body, I blame the clothes. Another change I've made is that 5-year me, my 5-year vision future self, is more aware of the products that she uses on her skin, on her hair. Again, I know it sounds crazy to talk about myself in the third person, but as I see her, I look at the products that I love. And again, I'm kind of pickier about what's there instead of just purchasing what's convenient. So I do have a swap, a really easy one that I want to talk to you about that I think might be relatable beyond just skincare. One of the lifestyle changes that I made after weight loss surgery was trying to build more natural products into my day-to-day life. And I did this when I was pregnant with my daughter. I only used like organic, vegan shampoos and conditioners, lotions, and I noticed a visible difference in my appearance, that these products actually work because I was stripping the chemicals out of my routine. And I did that sustainably for the 9 months that I was pregnant. And then when my daughter arrived, my diet, what I was eating, stayed relatively clean because I breastfed for a year. And I continued to use really high quality ingredient products. But then after I stopped breastfeeding, I kind of went back to products that I loved because it's easier. And sometimes I wanted that fragrance or the chemical aspect to work on my skin. Do you understand what I'm saying? This was 8 to 9 years ago, so I did not have the product range that I do now to choose from when it comes to high quality ingredients and products that actually work but that are natural. And I wanted to show you one that I've been using and really like from a brand called Huppy. This is not sponsored, it's not an ad. These are toothpaste tabs. So this seems so silly, but if you think about how much plastic is actually in your toothpaste situation, and it's a product you're gonna use every day, multiple times a day. You might have more than one in the house. Like Mark and I have the one that we like, but then my daughter likes a different one. She doesn't really like this minty flavor. So toothpaste tabs eliminate all of that waste and packaging. And this particular brand, they don't have what they call BS or the bad stuff. There's no like fake products in here. This is made with xylitol, coconut oil, tea tree oil, sodium bicarbonate, charcoal, peppermint oil, calcium carbonate, aloe vera, and then they add natural flavorings in. So I love that this is an easy swap. I have used toothpaste tabs in the past and they've been like gritty or they leave like a residue in your mouth. These don't. Plus, look how cute this little canister is. So I've been testing out the peppermint one and I really like it. I also think, oh dear, these would be, one moment please. These would be amazing for travel too. If you are that girl who has like a car kit, can't help myself, and I'm working on that, this would be fantastic in the car. They're great for kids. They have a watermelon strawberry flavor. These are natural whiteners. Like, I am all about a good oral hygiene routine. I think you probably know that if you've been here for a while. Oh, these smell really good. I think Callie's gonna love these. I like the peppermint, but I think she's gonna really like these. So I'm transferring them. And I thought while I was doing that, I would film why I've made this switch and that it's a part of my like lifestyle to try to make like easy swaps where I can for the sake of sustainability or cleanliness. Like this does both. And Huppy also has mouthwash tablets. I haven't tried this yet, but these say clean ingredients with eucalyptus oil, peppermint oil, aloe vera extract. Rinse for a brighter world. Chew until it dissolves. Take a sip of water and swirl. Like this just seems so easy. If I have a link for these, I will put them in the description box below. Otherwise, I'll put like the generic link for this website, but I think this is an incredible product. Huppy? You tell me. How do I say that? Hoopy. I don't know, but I love it. So we're being that girl. It's sustainable. The creation of my beautiful morning routine came from this 5-year vision, and I started with adding one thing in at a time. It started with movement and worked its way up to be what it is now. I just did a video on my 5 a.m. morning routine. I will leave it linked here for you if you're interested, but I feel like that took a long time to put in place, and now it is one of my very favorite parts of the day. Protein, water intake, and self-care have also become staples of my 5-year self. And what is awesome is that once you have your kind of first draft of your vision, as you start implementing and executing and tweaking what actually works, you can then level up, which is something I think that I've done, because now it's not just hot yoga once a week, though it is my favorite workout class that I do during the week. It's adding in like boosters to that or habit stacking. So I'll show you an example of that too. Good morning. It's early, but I am getting ready for a hot yoga class. This class is one I've come to associate with my that girl behavior, because it's a very intense cardio, low impact workout, but it makes me feel really good after I take it. So I'm starting the day that way because when I think about my best future version of me, this is how she starts her day. And I don't have the luxury right now of starting every day with a 60-minute hot yoga class that also costs $25. So I take it when I can, when it fits in. Otherwise, I am still building in my regular strength and movement routines, but I'm doing that as a workout from home. But today I have the luxury of going, so I'm going to. I'm just prepping my skin. This is an extra bougie step that I feel like is not something I would have spent money on 5 years ago, but having really luxurious like facial cotton pads as opposed to the ones that I was buying like the tubes in Target, and there's nothing wrong with those. These just feel really gentle and nice. So I started kind of adding this in as like a romanticize your life moment, and then I'm just using this Bioderma. I saw on Amazon this little device where you can pour all of this into, it almost looks like a facial steamer, and then you pump it out. I'm very tempted. I'll leave it in the description box below, but I'm very tempted because I'm easily influenced by like things that simplify your getting ready process. So for my face to prep, I think I'm just going to put on my little pharmacy essence. I unboxed this recently on Instagram. I did a live to show you like what I was getting from Sephora because I love the little samples that come with it, but I just want to prep my skin because I know it's going to be 90 degrees in the studio, and I think whatever I can get onto and into my skin is good, but I also know I'm going to sweat it off. No. Why I like this yoga class.
Hello. Yeah, you. I'm gonna make you not make me.
I'm also going to put a little bit of this oil on my face, and I think this sample means I'm gonna have to buy the actual oil. Oh, the smell of this. It's super light on the skin. I love the Drunk Elephant Maracuja oil by my sweet girl. And I also love a much more affordable Burt's Bees option. You can see this one's almost gone. This one's heavier, but this is like the perfect oil balance. So I think that's all that's going on my face for class today. And as we are on a hair health journey, as always, today is a hair wash day. So I am going to be using 2 different hair prep products. The rest of my Kerastase mask from kind of like mid-length to ends. And for my roots, I'm going to be using this product, which is a scalp and hair strengthening oil. It's a light oil, and maybe I'm using it wrong or I'm adding in too much. It simply doesn't feel light to me, but it smells amazing. I've only used a little bit of it, flinging oil everywhere. I've seen people on social media say that, oh, I just put a little bit of this in my hair before I go to bed and it gets soaked in, and then I can just go about my hair life the next day. Obviously, I'm adding in more than I think that they are, but I do not have that same experience. I have an experience where no matter how much I rub it in, it makes my hair look oily. So I've been doing this as an oil day or oil prep before showering. So I'm gonna get my hair situated, and then we're gonna dry scoop before we go to hot yoga. I'm apologizing for this angle. There's nowhere to prop you in this car. That is going to like work. So we're gonna dry scoop quickly because there are already a few cars here and I do not want to be in the front near where the hot air blows. Oh, that's a little bit better. You're at a tilty angle, but today's dry scooping is coming to you from Motivate, which is still a brand I use regularly for supplements. Now, the challenge, this is a cherry lemonade flavor. This is called Performance Burn. I want to be the gal who can dry scoop because she's a baddie. Because I can't mix this with water and drink it quickly after weight loss surgery, I can't like chug water. I am attempting to become a dry scoop girl, and I've been working on this for years, but I only ever dry scoop before I take a class or before I go on a long run. So anyway, I don't dry scoop every day, but we're gonna try, and it's usually comedic. Here we go. Okay. I know my face is telling you that this doesn't taste good. It's snowing. That's not true. It's just a lot of powder at once. We did it. Okay. Now that my car is coated in a dust of powder from dry scooping, let's go into yoga. Cheeks are red. That's a great class. You cannot tell me that there's a better way to start the day unless you are walking from the Polynesian or Bay Lake Tower to Magic Kingdom. I love this to start the day, even when it's hard. And it's hard. I have learned that I am a slow flow queen. I want to feel every individual muscle quaking to make sure that I'm mastering the pose. Energetic flow, I struggle with because it moves so quickly. And this particular instructor, her name's Shannon, she was awesome. She starts with an energetic flow, and I clearly was the only one who hadn't taken her class before. I've taken classes here with Carrie, and I love her. I've taken classes with a male instructor, but I've never taken them with Shannon, and everybody else had. So I was a little bit slower, a little bit further behind, but I also take longer breaths, which sounds like a strange thing to say, but this type of self-awareness is part of my being her modality. It's part of my being her training, because 5 years ago, before surgery, I would never, ever consider my breath pace to be what caused me to go slower. I would assume it was because of my weight. And I just take longer inhales. So when I move with my breath, which is what you're instructed to do, my movements are slower. So I was thinking about that during Shavasana, that it wasn't because I was moving more slowly because I was struggling. I was moving more slowly because I was being authentic to my breath and my body. And that feels like a non-scale victory. If you don't understand that, that's totally okay. But if you are practicing yoga and that makes sense to you, will you let me know in the comments? So I'm gonna go home and take an everything shower. I'm feeling really good, really strong, even though people are watching me in the parking lot. So as this is just episode 1 of this little Becoming Her mini-series, I want you to pick 1 to 3 things that you can do right now to become her. And to hold yourself accountable, I want you to comment below, what are those things going to be? Because you will see another one of these videos in this series in June or July. And at that point, I want you to say, okay, I've incorporated these 1 to 3 things in my routine. I'm ready for more. What's next, Chels? So what's on your list? Put it in the comments. You've reached one of my favorite parts of the video where we're gonna talk about self-care. So before weight loss surgery, I feel like I start a lot of my sentences that way for this particular video, but in my life, I didn't believe I was worth taking care of. I felt like because my body was a certain size, because when I stepped on the scale, it reflected a certain number, that I didn't earn self-care, which when you say it out loud, I know what it sounds like, but I also know that I'm not alone in thinking that. So I didn't bother to take care of myself in any way that mattered. I didn't drink any water ever. I was never hydrated. I didn't sleep well. My hair was fried. The clothes I wore, I did put a bit of effort in because I like fashion, but I never shared how much I cared about what was on my body because I always assumed it looked bad because I was overweight. The only thing I really did take care of was my face skin. I've always worn SPF, and because that was what was visually on display, I thought if my skin was nice, it would counteract that fact that people could see that I was fat. So after surgery, my self-care routine was flipped on its head entirely because I finally felt worth taking care of. And I know that in retrospect, where everything is 2020, if I had believed that about myself then, if I had believed that no matter my size, shape, weight, etc., that I was worth taking care of, my mental health would have been better, for certain. So that's a long intro to share why I love FabFitFun. I've been getting FabFitFun since before my surgery. This was like a treat I allowed myself because there was so much skincare in FabFitFun. Now I'm able to kind of expand what I'm getting in my FabFitFun boxes. Like I don't always only choose the skincare options. So if you're unfamiliar, FabFitFun comes 4 times a year, each with the change of seasons. I've made many a video about this company. They are working on their sustainability. The top of this box says this box just got a little tan because it's a completely cardboard, which is a change from their previous packaging. This box runs around $60-ish per month, but when you add up the value of everything that's in here, which I will do for you, it's beyond $200+. I think I did this for my, was it my spring FabFitFun that I opened when I was in New York City? So this is the summer box. This is a little like preview of the summer box. And I am grateful that FabFitFun wants to work with me. So it's not a paid sponsorship, but they do send me a box for free. So I will leave in the description box how you can get your own and for a little bit of a little discount if you're interested. So love this. Look at the coloring here. This gorgeous woman. This says, people get nice things at nice prices. Oh, FabFitFun is a nice place where nice people get nice things at nice prices. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun, which is why I'm filming at my dining room table because it's finally sunny. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Okay, this is something I'm really excited to open. Every year I treat myself to like a new beach bag, and this could be it. This is the Business and Pleasure. Oh, I think I was looking at something on Amazon from this brand. And this is a cooler bag. I love the scallop detail. It's like this mint and dark green combined. I think it's insulated. I would assume so because it's a cooler bag. Oh yeah. Oh, this is gonna be such a good snack bag. I think this means I need those like little snack trays that I keep seeing all over TikTok. Look at this. Now, this is a $99 cooler tote. So automatically, my box has paid for itself. Girl math, I just made $30, okay? Look how cute. And you can take I don't know why you would want to, but you can take this big strap off and just carry this way. I'm very pleased with this. I love it. And this is easy to fold flat and pack up because when we go on vacation in the summer, whether it's to Nantucket over on the boat, or if we're going to Hawaii, which we are in August, this will pack nicely so that we can bring like treats to the beach with us. My second item in here, sticking with that summer theme, is a Fun Boy Poolside Leisure Club towel. It's pink and cream striped. It's like a zigzag pattern, kind of like this. I'm looking at the FabFitFun app right now. This is a $49 towel. It also says to scan me for a special offer from Fun Boy. If you're not familiar with this brand, Fun Boy makes the most wild, extravagant pool floats, and they're always so pretty. So this is very much on that girl level, that when I go to the beach with my little Stony Clover beach bag, that I can bring this like bougie towel with me. We love those details. This is the Fenty Beauty Liquid Kilowatt Highlighter in vintage velour. Now I've seen this at Sephora. I know for a fact that this puppy, this little guy, is $32. And she's only how many ounces? 0.5 fluid ounces. Now what I know about Fenty Beauty, first, Rihanna makes my absolute favorite lip gloss of all time in the shade Fussy. This is the highlighter. This would be gorgeous, not only on the, like, picture this. You've just spent the day having snacks and rosé at the beach on your gorgeous towel. Then you come home, bronze skin, apply this before you go to dinner, here and on your shoulders. Sister, you are a goddess. What I love about FabFitFun is that it gives me the visual inspiration of being that future girl. So when I get to come home and do that, I'm like, oh, I'm living my FabFitFun summer box fantasy. So it provides the inspiration, but also the actual like physical things that I'm going to need to be her. We're always on a hair health journey, my friends. I like this brand too. This is Amika, And this is supposed to help fight frizz. So this is a treatment. 60-second at-home treatment reduces frizz and blocks humidity while boosting shine. After cleansing and conditioning, squeeze excess water, fully saturate product from mid-length to end, wait 1 minute, then rinse. So this is gonna be awesome in the outdoor shower. That's exactly where I'm gonna put it. We're gonna sniff it. Ooh, ooh, that smells nice. When I wear my hair naturally in the summer, frizz is just one of those things that, like, unfortunately, oh, I like that it's a targeted tip here too. Unfortunately, I can't really avoid with high humidity here on the East Coast. This is $32. Are you doing the math and playing at home? Because so far, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna round up $1 for that one. That's $149. These were both $32, which is $64. So we're over $200. That's where we're gonna go with math. Math is tough. And I still have 2 more items in this box. This is so tiny. This is from the brand, I think it's literally, the brand is called Freck. And this is the OG, the original freckle. Now, something you might not know about me. I am 100% Portuguese, so I do get pretty tan in the summer. This is so tiny. I can't wait to figure out how to use this. This looks like I'm literally doing Barbie makeup. When I was little, I assumed that I could just get freckles by like you could just purchase freckles and put them on your skin. I just wanted a box of freckles. What color is this? That's not how it works. I have a lot of freckles on my shoulder, but I don't have any on my face. So I think this works as like almost like a skin stain where you like dab, 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 and then quickly go in. I'm gonna have to watch some tutorials on this. It scares me a little bit, but it gives you that sun-kissed look. Ooh, this is $22. This 0.04 ounces is $22. Freck, you are a genius. This is marketing at her finest. I can't even, this must be liquid gold to be $22 for 0.04 ounces. And last but not least, we have a little blush pink food canister from the brand Swell. I have many a water tumbler from there. This has like a rubber top. Is it twist? No, it's pull. And then it's tin on the inside. We're gonna fill this with fresh fruit, with something yummy. And then we're gonna put it in our cooler with our towel and take it to the beach. And when I come home, we're gonna wash our hair, gloss up our face and shoulders, and add some freckles, and she's ready for dinner. This is a whole day in a box. For $60, that is over $200 in value. I simply can't say enough good things, but again, I don't know if you think the way that I do. It's really exciting for me to envision the Chelsea who uses these products. And one of the reasons why I look forward to my FabFitFun every single season is because it allows me to do some like manifesting and reinvention of that seasonal girl I wanna be. And I know for this summer, I wanna be the coconut skinned with sunscreen, of course, girl on the beach, carefree, joyful, grateful, taking in every natural day that I can outside in the sun, feet in the ocean. That's where I live my best summer life. And I can do so looking fabulous and feeling really good about myself. So that's my FabFitFun spiel for you. If you aren't convinced by now, I literally don't know what will convince you. This makes a fantastic gift as well. So if you're looking for somebody's birthday, you can get them a subscription. You don't have to pick the items inside. This is fantastic for like graduation. If I had had access to FabFitFun in college, oh my gosh, the things that I could have picked then to save my skin, save my hair, upgrade my dorm room, like what an awesome gift as we approach graduation season. This would be so appreciated, and knowing that it comes 4 times a year, it could come right to your like college mailbox. Oh man, new moms, like these are the types of things that like, it's the gift that keeps on giving. Not to quote Uncle Eddie, but truly is. Okay, I love you, thanks. Thanks for watching me unbox this. It's really fun to do, and I'm glad I get to do it with you. My point today, beauties, is that you are already her. She lives inside you. You just have to call her forth. In what everyday situations can she emerge into the world? If the her that you want to be is polished, hydrated, and fit, what can you do this week to work toward being 1% better in all one of those areas? Could you treat yourself to a nude water tumbler and drink 72 ounces of water every single day? Could you wake up 20 minutes earlier, put on your favorite workout set, and go for a walk outside listening to an inspirational podcast, music, an audiobook to become this polished, amazing, fit version of you? Could you get a blowout this week, a facial, a manicure to make yourself feel a bit more put together? So one of the things that I'm trying to do is like step outside my comfort zone when I think about future Chelsea. So in 1 year, 5 year, 10 years, what does she look like? What does she do? What risks does she take? And it may seem so simple, but getting chrome nails is not 2024 Chelsea. It's 2029 Chelsea. So things that I'm just trying, right? Like earlier this year, if you watched the first installation of 40 Under 40 or 40 Before 40, I tried nail extensions. That wasn't for me, but I'm glad I tried it. These are my nails. See how we grew them a little bit longer. These are almond shaped. And we're going for like that spring summer vibe with a little chrome, which I've never had before. So these are 100% outside of my comfort zone. Do I like them? I think so. It's going to take me a few days. I'm trying to make decisions by thinking about like, what would future me be excited about? And bubble bath, funny bunny isn't it. Those have been my go-to since I was like 18. It's been decades of those colors. So we're trying something new. And they'll only last 2 weeks. So if I decide on day 8 that I truly hate these nails, which I won't, because they're all pink and white, like this isn't a stretch for me. But the trying of something new is helpful. Even the shape of these sunglasses, the trying of something new makes me feel like I'm stepping into a different version of myself, and I'm trying to embody those personas. So this is your sign. If you have been doing the same nails for a year, 5 years, 10 years, or longer, Chelsea Junior friend, let's do something different. None of these are hard, right? None of these things are independently impossible or require like tackling huge, insurmountable challenges. They require intentionality and maybe a little bit of planning. One of my favorite quotes is from personal development guru Tony Robbins, and he says, "Where focus goes, energy flows. Wherever you put your attention, energy goes there. Wherever you put your attention, energy goes there." So if during the week you want to be more intentional with your time, maybe you wake up every day and list out 3 things that you need to get done that day so you can feel accomplished when you go to bed or a little bit more peaceful. If future you is centered and grounded and calm and in control of her emotions, maybe you start the morning with a meditation and then you journal about it. Or maybe you do affirmations during the day. Again, none of these are hard, but you want to identify who is she? How can I start to embody some of those things in small ways? Overachievers, my type A queens out there, I hear you. You are screaming into your screen, I have to do it all. If I can't do it perfectly and do all of it at once, it's not worth doing. Girl, false. Remember how we talked about not being mean to ourselves? Do one thing. Try one thing. Think of it as playing with your dolls. Think of this as playing with your past Barbie self, okay? Hey, Barbie. And then add on from there. This shouldn't be stressful, expensive if you don't want it to be. This should be fun. It should be rewarding. And if you want it to be, it can be budget friendly and or free. You can quite literally start this today. And yeah, you may feel a little bit delulu, but your future self is going to thank you for this wild, sparkling, magical life that you are creating for her. Now, if getting in more protein is one of your future vision goals, that she is full on nutritious protein, therefore has lean muscle, she is so strong, amazing. I have a free resource in the description box for you. Again, it's free, and it is a little AI tech hack to try to figure out how to build in more protein. And this one's absolutely free too. I love you, sister. Thank you for being on this ride with me. Becoming her is quite literally the most delusional fun I think I've had in a long time. Scripting out my life and feeling like, well, if I couldn't fail, what would I do? And then taking steps toward those goals feels amazing and not risky. Like, it's okay if I don't reach them in a year because this is a 5-year plan. So I love it. I hope that this felt good, inspirational, hopeful for you. And I wanted to get this to you this weekend because next weekend is Memorial Day. And for me, that is the official start of summer. And I am working on like a 6 to 8 week summer becoming her. What does my best summer her look like? So this is kind of round 1. I will keep you posted if you are interested because I do hope to make this a mini series. So give this video a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments if you'd like more. And yes, I'm bringing my sister back for more videos this summer too. Thank you for being here. I can't wait to hear about your Delulu visions in the comments below. And I will see you next weekend for the official start of summer. Goodbye, besties.